Hi team, hi Ashraf.
Hi Yusuf, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, how are you?
I think everyone joined the webinar.
Hi, Yusuf. So,
Hi.
Ashraf, you want me to start?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining Dell Technologies and Redington session. We hope we will provide you all the information required. You can post all your questions in the chat button. Before getting into the session, let me introduce myself. I'm Raghda Hallab, Regional Marketing Manager in Redington Value. Today's topic is data protection without compromise. I will give you a brief about the agenda. So we will begin with Muhammad Munaf, the Solutions Manager in Saudi Information System. He will have like a small introduction. Then Ashraf Halmi, the regional channel sales manager for data production in solution in Dell Technologies. He will be running a presentation on trends and current solution for data protection solution, Dell EMC data protection, IDPA, and endpoint protection solution. So at the end of the session, we will have a like survey feedback form, and we will run a short quiz. There will be 3 winners, and they will win a gift. So Muhammad, over to you.
Thank you, Raghda. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Dell EMC Data Protection webinar. My name is Mohammed Munaf, and I'm the Solutions Manager at Saudi Information Systems. I think most of you know about us already, so I don't want to take time into reintroducing ourselves. I just wanted to thank you all for attending this session, and it's great to have you all over here today. So I think I will pass it on to Mr. Ashraf to continue with the core session now.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. Hope that everyone is safe and in a very good condition. Our session today will be covering the most important asset in your organization. If we look into what would be your most important asset, it's not only the data center, it's not only your factory, it is more or less into the data. Fact is, after September 11, any company that were not able to recover their data in 1 week, they filed for bankruptcy. And the reason, they didn't lose the assets of their manufacturers or their hotel or their real estate or their cars, because basically they lost the data and they didn't be able to recover it to go back to normal business. So it is an important to make sure that you have your most important asset, which is data, to be protected in a secure manner, in easy way, easy to manage, and so forth. The agenda is long, and we were taking this opportunity just to make sure that we are covering the full portfolio. I will try as much as I can to cover the most important that we are offering, but the solutions is unlimited when it comes. So we'll basically start with the trends, and the trends today is a challenge. If you think about yourself as an organization, one of the major challenges is the data size. Your data is keep on growing and growing and growing, and to prove this, you need to look into even your personal mobile. And in your personal mobile simply is that simply your mobile is being growing. So even if you look into the mobile itself, 10 years back, you were not connected. You don't have except contacts, and you don't have except mail in some cases. Now we are running your social media. Now we are running your LinkedIn, your Skype, your communication, everything is on the mobile. So data is changing because of the application is being changed. Also, part of the challenges that our customers are facing today is do more for less. So the management, the owners of our organization is looking to do more functionality, more service to our end users with less budget, with less resources, and we need to do it effectively as an IT organization. Part of the challenge is the cloud extendability. Today, the internet is more or less able to give us the flexibility to use the cloud, whether it's a public cloud or a private cloud, and this is where the data is there. So if we ask ourselves a question, where is the data? The data simple is everywhere. And the data everywhere because it can be in your laptop at home, it can be on a server, it can be on a storage, it can be on on-prem cloud, it can be off-prem cloud. And accordingly, our challenge as an IT organization is to make sure that all these type of data is being protected. And based on some standards like the recovery type of objective and the recovery point objective, you need to define a solution. You need to define an operation, how you're going to protect your data. And our offering and our value proposition to you is that whatever the data, wherever is it, prem, off-prem, cloud, even on containers for the new technology that is being introduced, we can protect your data based on your predefined objectives and according to a standard level of operation. We can protect it in a continuous availability, replication, snapshots, backup, archive, and long-term retention. Add to this the cyber recovery solution. So our offering from Dell Technologies, data protection solution, we deliver to you the total solution. It's not a one solution, it's a multiple of components. It depends on how you want to use it. We can build it on a best of breed component, software alone and hardware alone, and we do the integration. We can position it as an integrated appliance where you can plug and play your total protection solution. We can offer it as a software defined, whether it's an on-prem or on the cloud, or even we can offer it on a cloud as a service. So in summary of this slide is to make sure that we have a solution for you to protect your most important assets. Some of our competitors in the market, yes, they can offer you solution, but in some of the cases, in most of the cases, it is simple, but it cannot cover all your data types. It cannot cover all your databases. It cannot cover your laptop, your desktop, your VMs. So the coverage is important because today, if you look into only protecting one workload, tomorrow you need to protect a different workload. That means that you need to buy an additional either license or an additional software where it comes back to the cost. So there is a new term in the market when it comes to protection is the cost to protect. And the lower the cost to protect, the more efficient the solution is. And according to the ESG, we can offer our customer the lowest cost to protect when it comes to data protection solution. It has been proven. We've been in the market for the last 15 years, offering our customers. Our market share in Saudi Arabia is almost like 70% when it comes to data protection. Most of the telco, the banks, and they are rely on us because it's been proven. Our solution covers all the points from the edge to the core to the cloud. It is a highly efficient and high performance. And what is important for our customer is a single vendor support. In some cases, our customers would choose like buying software from a vendor when it comes to the backup software and buy another hardware for the protection storage from a different vendor and integrate them. Yes, it works. However, when there is an issue, everyone will pick on the other side. So a total single vendor solution might be efficient in most of the cases. What is our portfolio in general? We can summarize it in 3 pillars. The 3 pillars is software part, is a protection storage where you can store your backup sets, and an integrated appliance where it is a converged platform that contains all the software, hardware, server, network appliance. Also to be covering this is a cloud platform, and this is the new market trends, whether in Saudi or the worldwide, where we provide support in the most common used cloud service provider when it comes to long-term retention or disaster recovery or backup to the cloud or in-cloud backup. This type of cloud use cases is important for your roadmap because whether today you are using the cloud or not, sooner or later you might need to have the cloud. And for a regulation in the kingdom, I know it cannot be outside the kingdom, so we have service providers in locally that can run the service in their cloud, which can be considered as an off. Our solution is future-proof, guaranteed, which is a commitment from Dell Technologies related to the solution offered can be guaranteed. In a 3 years customer satisfaction, we agree on the solution, we did the proper sizing, we commit onto a performance measure, and we maintain this performance for 3 years. And the customer needs to have this as a commitment from the Dell Technologies. Also, we provide a deduplication ratio. It's a term, more or less some technical, but this is the amount of the deduplication. We guarantee up to 55-1. Most of our competitors, the best one cannot reach more than 15-1. So if we look into the efficiency, it's 5 times the nearest competitor from a deduplication. You can find this future-proof loyalty program public, so you can read through it, and it is guaranteed from the organization, not from me or from SIS or from Redington. It is a global commitment to our customers. So this is in general what is our data protection portfolio. So if we think into the real scenario, what are you protecting in your data center or your organization? You might be protecting your laptop, desktop. You might be protecting your applications, your databases, your server, your storage, your virtual machines, and this is part of our solution offering. And again, if we look back into what we can offer it into multiple of flavors. It's a very flexible offering, but we're gonna focus today on one of our key solutions in the market, which is the IDPA. It's the integrated appliance. Integrated appliance, it's an all-in-one data protection solution. It is based on our hardware, our software, and it is pre-integrated, pre-configured at the factory level, and it requires only 4 hours to time to backup. And it is by ESG, by the third-party consultant, is the lowest cost to protect guaranteed in the market today. What is the content of this appliance? It has all software licenses inclusive, backup and restore included, replication, server power, disaster recovery. Everything is included in one key solution, which means ease of use, low cost in the implementation. All of our customer is customer installable even, and it supports all your workloads whether it's on-prem or off-prem or to the cloud. So this is an integrated appliance. We get the best reviews on it from multi consultants and reviews when it comes to the all-in-one appliance. It can start from an 8 tera, which is an entry point when you talk about and it can be extended on the same box to the 96 tera usable. And if we are going to use the cloud extension, it can reach up to 192 terabytes, which is more than enough in like of our customer base. It has a 2U form factor, which means that less power AC consumption, and it requires hours, which we best measure it into 4 hours time to backup. So from the moment you receive the appliance to the moment that you start doing your backup and protection to all your workloads, it might take 4 hours. Okay. As an HTML user interface, means it's very fast. You can manage it from your mobile, from your laptop, from your desktop, and you have all the dashboards needed, all the exceptions. You can manage your policy from a single dashboard, which make it easier for our customer to manage their data protection cycle. From a workload perspective, if you look into that slide, this is most of our customer running application, from traditional applications or physical ones up to the cloud ones, even to the homegrown application. So it fits into the majority, and I would say the majority because if you look into on a highest level of an enterprise customer, they might need more performance than the 4400. But if you look into this slide, it fits into whatever application you are running today. And from an interoperability perspective, we have the integration part of it that we can build our disaster recovery plan with a 3 clicks failover to the disaster site, whether it's a local disaster site or to the cloud, even 2 clicks to fail back, which help our customer recover their application, recover their business very fast, not to lose money, lose transactions, lose customers. And this is an integration part that we built into the appliance in the factory. So you don't need additional components or additional license or additional professional services to do that. So it has the most efficient end-to-end orchestration when it comes to disaster recovery plans that you want to achieve locally. Also, if you are a user of a VMware, as you might know, VMware is part of the Dell Technologies group. So the most integrated solution when it comes to data protection comes with the VMware. And if we look into how we can manage it, even you can, as an ESX manager or a VM administrator, you can manage the appliance from your native tool. So it will save your organization training if needed, and it can be integrated with your management of the VMware part of portfolio that is being running. What is the use cases that you can use it? We can use it in whatever we want. If you have a branches, we can back up the branches, consolidate it into your main site, and also replicate it into another site or replicate it into the cloud. So it fits into whatever scenario you want to achieve when it comes to data protection. Again, it is 3 easy steps to install. So to that screen, it is just 3 steps. Once you did it, which is including a license, TCP/IP, network configuration, and so on, it is ready to run. When it comes to upgrade, the upgrade is easy because it requires less time to upgrade from 8 tera to 96 terabyte usable. Everything is wizard and everything is running on the same dashboard. So you have more into managing from one dashboard, everything related to the protection. We picked two solutions from our portfolio wide range of solutions that we're offering, which is required today, and which means that this is what we can use today in this, I would say, outbreak. Everyone is working from home. This is where we will discuss. And if I'm too fast, please can someone ping on the chat that I'm fast, or is it okay, the pace? The solution that we are offering today is the endpoint protection. And the endpoint protection is your laptop and desktop, right? Previously, everyone was working from the office. There is some company regulation says that whatever you want to protect, keep it on the file server or on the NAS head, and the IT team will make sure that it's being backed up. Today, everyone is working from home, which means that your business data is at your laptop, where now there is a risk on the business data. This PC might be lost, might be corrupted, might be virus attack, might be cyber attack. So we have a solution which is being proven in the market for a very long time that we need to highlight it today to you. You might be in need to it, which again complements all the enterprise solution that we have in place. Okay, so we run a survey, ESG runs a survey worldwide around whether our customers are doing desktop, laptop backup. And unfortunately, almost 50% of our customers, whether they don't do it or they partially do it, or they will do it on an ad hoc basis, which is in some case a burden to the IT organization, because if today a CFO laptop is being crashed, and this laptop contains the budget planning for next year, then we have an issue. If the CEO who is submitting his report, business report, to the share owner or to the management, and after he's been working on his Excel sheets and PowerPoint presentation for the last 2-3 hours, and the PC crashed and he lost that file, then it is a challenge. And it will be requested from us as an IT organization to make sure that this important files is being protected. Okay, so we offer our customer a solution. And why now? Why now? Because today most of our employees are running mobile. Their laptop, working from home because of the and in a lot of cases they are keeping their files locally on that laptop, and in some cases their laptops is being even, which is subject to data loss. Okay, our customers, end users of our customers will require to have some sort of protection, and this type of protection needs to be easy to use. They don't want to have another overhead asking the CFO to manually back up his files into a centralized location. It doesn't look good, at least from an IT organization perspective. So they will need more into a self-service type of approach. And we can offer such a solution to you, whether it's a self-service, centralized protection, multi-tenancy, replication, minimized bandwidth, because everyone will do the backup of his PC over a WAN link. And this is typically our value proposition to you, to protect your endpoint remotely from your end users. And if we look into Gartner as a consultant, their advice to their customer, when it comes to backup and recovery, especially against ransomware, which is unfortunately the most common attack in the kingdom lately, you need to implement an endpoint protection. This is a recommendation of Gartner. There is a lot of customers are using our endpoint protection to all their PCs or some, depending on their strategy and policy. Okay, so if we look into how we are today, our end users protecting their data, they are protecting it over a USB, a portable hard drive. Sometimes they keep it on a Google Drive. Sometimes they keep it on another PC. But this is ad hoc. This is insecure. This is not automated, which is again subject that the CFO has been changing the Excel sheet for the last 4 days, while the last time he saved it on a USB was 5 days back. So 4 days of effort has been lost. Same applied to a normal user. So today, if you are running your documents, your material on your laptop for the last couple of days and you didn't save it on your portable drive, maybe your hard disk unfortunately failed, so you lost 4 days of business. Okay, so this is typically what we are using. Our end users are using it to protect their PC, but this is not enough. When it comes to business data, there is a business data on the laptop, despite the company policies and procedures that you shouldn't save your document on the laptop, but it happens, and it will happen, especially on our remote users running today. What is our offering? We don't restrict our customers to have a hardware-only solution or a software-only solution. It is up to you to choose whether you want to have it on a software only, or a software and hardware, or you have it on a cloud. Okay, and accordingly, it's you that decide. Definitely based on sizing, based on different material that we want to achieve, and this is what we need to discuss it if you need to have a further clarification about it. Okay, so our offering solution is mainly a different type of solution from our portfolio that fits into your needs. It's not a predefined, it's not one solution that can fit all. Okay, and again on the survey, at the end of the session, you will have the option to choose which solution you need to have a further information. Okay, last solution we offer today is the cyber recovery. And when it comes to the cyber recovery, it is there. Cyber attack is there. And cyber attack is been in Saudi for some time, and it's happening, and it will happen because it is a cyber crime that it's happening every day, every minute to each and every of our customers. In some cases, it happens, you pay the ransom, and then it happens again. So part of our data protection solution is a cyber recovery solution. You might think about is as a firewall or intrusion detection or digital signature or encryption. No, our solution comes when all your front protection against cyber crimes failed, our solution comes into the place that can recover your data. Okay, so it's not displacing your RSA solution or intrusion detection solution or any of the cyber prevention. It only help you when it happened. And frankly speaking, if you are getting the best firewall and the best intrusion detection, the attackers are more intelligent that can overcome it. So it might happen. And if it happens, you have to pay the ransom or you need to reinitialize your business, whereas some cases it cannot happen. So we will take an overview about what is our offering in the cyber recovery solution from Dell. Harvard Business Review delivered a statement that the cyber crime alone cost nations more than 1 trillion. This is a big number, and I think in Saudi we have a large portion out of it. The kingdom is being target for cybercrime from different areas, and there is a lot of our customer installed bases running our cyber recovery solution currently in the kingdom. Definitely we cannot share the names because it's a confidential, but we have the expertise locally, we have the solution locally, and we have customers that has been running this in the kingdom for some time now, and it's been increasing. An overview about worldwide cyber crime. In Maersk, years back, it cost them 10 billion. Of course, we are not the same size of such an organization, but it will give you the measurement on how much business is losing against cybercrime. There is a 39 seconds today worldwide is an interval between successful cyber attacks. And if you want to know more about the cyber attacks, there is a website in the US which by law they need to update it immediately if there is a cyber attack happens in any of the government sector in the US. It is increasing. It is increasing. Cybercrime is happening everywhere, whether you are an enterprise, large customers, or whether you are in the enterprise medium customer. It's happening. We find it everywhere. So it is just a heads up for you to consider it. If you didn't have it till now, thanks God about it, but try to make sure that you have a plan if it happens. And if you have plans, we can offer you such a solution. Our solution targeting the cyber recovery is based on the concept of enclave. If you know about it, it's a store on the earth where we collect, or the world collect, the seeds of all the vegetables and fruits. In case of a worldwide disaster, any country that stores these seeds can retrieve it back and restart the agriculture space. This has been applicable sometime now in Norway, and we take this concept and we applied it to the data. Our solution is creating a vault, and it is follow up the NIST framework. The NIST framework is the Network International Security. They build a framework globally, and we pick the recover part out of it, and we build our solution. And our solution is based on the enclave approach, which means that we take your critical data, the seeds, when it into a vault. This vault is not necessary to be in a different site or in a different area or in a different country. This vault can be anywhere, but this vault is not connected to any of your current production systems. We take the data, we keep it in the vault, we check it, we make sure that it's not being tampered. In case of a cyber attack found in the production data, we can restore it from the cyber recovery vault. This is the concept. It is not easy solution, but it's more important that we introduce it to you just to know that Dell Technologies has such a solution that you can consider if you consider the cyber same. Our cyber, most of our solution is in HTML5. It's a single dashboard, and if you look into that same screen, it is the same like the one which is before. You can manage all your cyber recovery solution from one dashboard. It is not a product, it is not a part number, it is a journey. A journey depending on what is your requirement, whether you want to do it manually, you want to do it semi-automated, you want to do it fully automated, what is the data that you need to protect, how much data, what is the type of workload. So it's a journey that we need to take it if you want to start the cyber recovery journey. Feel free to make it as a requirement on your survey, and we will come up with a detailed discussion whether on the DPS portfolio, data protection solution, or on the endpoint protection, or on the cyber recovery solution, and mainly on the data protection appliance. Thank you for being with us today, and I think Raghda.
Thank you, Ashraf. Thank you, Munaf. Thank you, participants. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day, guys.
Thanks, Raghda. Thank you, Dinesh. Bye-bye.